Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely little island of Fawnhollow today, where we'll just be doing usual stuff. I will say today is the Mid-Autumn Festival, so happy Zhongqujie Kuaila, as they say in Chinese. Yes, today is the Mid-Autumn Festival. It's a big Chinese holiday. If you don't know, I believe it's meant to be, to draw a parallel, it's like the Chinese version of Thanksgiving or something like that, where you're meant to like look at the moon and be thankful and spend time with your family or something along those lines. I can't quite remember, but you know, hello everyone. We'll put pause on that for a second. Hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 3:13 PM on Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. We must have a visitor staying out campsite. Oh, also Claude is moving out, right? Tomorrow, Fawnhollow bids a fond farewell to our dear friend Claude. It's hard to say goodbye, but we wish him luck on his next big adventure. Make sure to stop by for one last chat before he leaves. Maybe bring some tissues. Yes, Mid-Autumn Festival. We talked about this last year, I think, as well. I don't remember what date it was on last year, but I believe that if I have a memory of it, I looked at a Wikipedia article and read up about the origins of that sort of thing. So I guess I won't really talk about that. I guess all that's really prevalent, I suppose, or the key part of a Mid-Autumn Festival is the mooncakes. What's up, Amelia? You know how we sometimes say goodness gracious as our special greeting? What if we put up our heads, I can't remember, I actually can't think of one right now, so I like it the way it is. Oh, do you? Well, yes, I understand, I too. I've grown fond of our current greeting. It's so us. That's it, we'll go on saying our wonderful saying in our wonderful way, dearie. We will tamper with it sometime. Oh, hello, Sahara, see your visitor for today. Yeah, mooncakes are like the peak part of the Mid-Autumn Festival, where you eat something called a mooncake, which is, I'm not really sure how to describe it. It's not like the cake in like a Western sense, when most people will imagine like a sponge cake. It's much more like a denser sort of pastry-like object, like a buttery pastry rather than like a flaky pastry, rather than a puff pastry sort of thing. And inside they have, well, they can have almost anything. It kind of depends on where in China you're from, because as I understand it, different areas in China have different preferences for what they put inside. Like I think it's a bit more of a northern Chinese thing to put things like meat or savoury things inside it. Like nuts is quite a common thing. And then in the south, I think it's where they tend to use more sweeter things, like red bean paste and I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Might want to look it up first, because I'm not entirely sure which way around that is, or exactly which areas have different things. But basically, you know, all the areas and regions in China certainly have their own different sort of take on a mooncake. And you might say, what do you think about mooncakes? Because, you know, mooncakes, they sound like quite a sweet confectionery sort of item, and you've said numerous times before you don't really have much of a sweet tooth in the first place. Do you like them? And I absolutely love them. You know, I will say I don't think they're very helpful for you, because I think they have a heck ton of butter in them. So if you do eat them, be a little bit careful, and, you know, as with everything, portion yourself. But I really like them. I like, actually, surprisingly, like kind of a sweet taste and kind of a savoury taste. Like my favourite filling for them is lotus root. But I think it's lotus root. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's lotus root. That's my favourite. Red bean paste is also pretty good. Sesame is alright. But yeah, lotus root, for some reason it takes a cake. It takes a mooncake, I suppose, for me. And I don't know, it's something about it is very appealing. So if you ever get your opportunity, like, I don't know if you've got like an Asian supermarket or something near you where you can have the opportunity to actually go buy them. I don't know if they sell them in regular supermarkets, and I suppose it depends how big they are. You should probably, I would highly recommend giving it a little purchase. I will say, they are incredibly expensive though. For like a tiny little cake. They're not very big. The biggest ones I've seen, like if you ball up your hand into a fist, that's probably about as big as they are. No, a bit bigger than that. And the smallest ones I've seen are basically like bite size, like macarons or something, or macaroons. I always forget which way around. So you know, the colourful one, not the coconut one. I think that's macaroons, right? I don't know. I always get them confused in my head, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, the small ones even can cost like £5 or something, depending. It's just like, wow, these are extraordinarily expensive, aren't they? So you've got to be a little bit mindful about that when you're trying to buy them. But, you know, if you've got that money spare, by all means, go wild. So I say chop down trees, right, hit rocks. Can do. since we already know about our visitor Sahara, let's go say goodbye to Claude. That's why we even came up here in the first place. I will see what he has to say as we wish him well on his journey. I think I talked about mooncakes before. I'm not actually sure. I don't like to repeat titles, so this is the part where I look it up on YouTube Studio to see if actually done it before by filtering through everything. So you search moon. I talked about it before, but it wouldn't let me look at it. Mid-autumn mooncakes. So I kind of talked about it, but if you want to watch out to learn more about Mooncake Day, there you go. Hello, Claude. Dear. Hey, I've been waiting for you. I wanted to say goodbye. And thanks for your advice when I couldn't decide if I wanted to move or not. It meant a lot to me. I'm going to shove all my snacks and my bug friends and my memories of this island in a sack, and I'm going to go have an adventure. I hope you found a spot where I spilled some juice and hid it under my couch. You can't hide anything forever. I hope you have a wonderful time, Claude, wherever you decide to move off to, and hopefully your adventures, whatever they may bring, you always have a little bit of Fawnhollow in your heart that you can remember it by. So, Claude, for the final time, sorry, let me look at you while I do this. Goodbye, Claude. I hope your new horizons will shine brightly. But yes, that of course means that tomorrow we'll be doing just regular Nookmar Island hopping. Oh, we actually have a visitor. I actually forgot. If this is fauna, I'm actually going to lose my mind. That would be the most ridiculous coincidence I've ever heard of. But coincidences have happened before, so let's not be too surprised. Ah, no, you are Cube? No, you're not Cube. That's the other penguin with a cross eyes. I know you. You're like Bertie or something. Iggly. Close enough. Of course, I hope you enjoy your stay here, Iggly, but you are not the next Fawnhollow resident, because there's only one left that we want, and that's Fauna. Astonishingly. I actually can't believe that in these 500 days we managed to somehow collect every single one that we wanted. Naturally, through no trading whatsoever, just getting a little bit lucky. Of course, the hunt for the final villager we want is certainly going to be quite difficult. But yes, what was I saying? What was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, I was talking about mooncakes. Yeah, mooncakes can have a lot of weird different things in them. Like, one of the things that you can also have is, like, you have a salted egg or something inside of them, which you might be like, what? And believe me, it's a little bit strange to think about, but it's actually quite nice, to be honest. The egginess doesn't come out. It's not like you're eating. It doesn't taste like you're eating straight up just like a boiled egg in the middle of your pastry or something. And also, I don't think egg is even that uncommon in some pastries, right? Think about it. You got an egg wash on top of the pastries, right? There's a little bit of egginess right there. But I do, of course, realise the difference between putting up a full boiled egg inside of it and, brushing it over top of that egg yolk plus water mixture. But they're very tasty as well. Like, I'm trying to think what other ones are. I know nuts are quite common, I think, in Beijing. Mooncakes. There's one mooncake, which I think is in Beijing, or popular in Beijing, perhaps. It's called, like, I can't remember. It basically means five types, and you put, like, 5 different types of nuts in, and that sort of thing. What nuts? I've got no clue, to be honest. I've never actually made a mooncake before, so I don't really know about the process. So if you're asking, hey, why don't I make one instead? By all means, definitely do it, but don't get your information about how to make it from me, because I straight up just don't know. Wait, did I not? That doesn't count as a deep sea creature because it's a pearl. Are you kidding me? Like, I appreciate the detail for programming it in, but also, like, why? So yeah, don't get your mooncake baking advice on me, because I don't really know. I assume you make some sort of pastry and you find some sort of mold to fill it out with, and press it into the sides, put your filling in, seal it up, and then bake it. I honestly have no clue. That's what I imagined, though. This could be a learning experience. Let's learn how to make a mooncake. By going through website recipes with tons of what I've got SEOs. And hopefully we can find one which is actually legitimate. Mooncake. Actually, I want to see mooncake fillings in regions of China. This is probably a more interesting thing to talk about. Take a picture. Ingredients used for fillings are various lotus seed paste. That's my favourite. Melon seed paste. I don't think I've had one of those. Nuts, have ham. Chicken, duck, roast pork, mushrooms, egg yolks. I've never seen a mushroom one. I've seen some different meat ones, but they're not as common for me, because I think that is like maybe that's some, apparently that's from Yunnan. The two most famous Yunnan style mooncakes are the ham mooncakes and flour mooncakes. Okay, so that's why I've never really had the opportunity. I've just heard about them. We've got meat inside, and it's interesting, you know, because I suppose if you're from the UK, you probably don't really think about it so much. But I guess American can probably relate about how one country can have such like differences, like major differences, and takes on a similar thing throughout the entire country. I'm not sure if I phrased that correctly. Like how mooncake is a thing for like all of China. Well, maybe that's not true, but as far as I know, most places in China celebrate it, but they each have their own like special take on it. And the UK is not that big, so we don't get as much variation as you might like. You know, fish and chips are the biggest difference, I suppose, is what you have with your fish and chips. Like some places have to have like just salt, or maybe salt and vinegar. Some places have like ketchup, some mayonnaise, or other sort of condiments. But you know, that's not really that different, I suppose. Well, maybe it's kind of the same thing. Who am I to judge exactly what constitute as being different enough and what doesn't? You know what? Yeah, I changed my mind about it. I think it is different enough. I don't know if we got enough Sahara tickets to exchange for Uno Mas thing. We do, so we might as well, I suppose. So we didn't get them building up. Yeah, Chinese mooncakes. Let's see if we can find different ones. Square? I've not seen a square mooncake before, I don't think. Oh no, actually, I have. They're much more commonly round, what I've seen. Top 10, okay, 5 kernel and roast pork. That's what I'm thinking of. It's got like... They're barbecuing? In autumn, for one, but still. Do you talk about the barbecue? I swear I've never seen them barbecue before. Is this new? So apparently my friends are saying I moved to this island because I need to just get modern life. According to rumour, I wanted to get away from it all so I can balance my chakras or some such. I mean, island life has been quite restorative, but must they talk about my chakras behind my back? This is awesome. I didn't know that they could just barbecue like this. I swear I've never seen this before, but perhaps I have. Anyway, so yeah. 5 kernel roast pork. I'm not sure what the Chinese ones, ooh, which means 5 and something, which I thought was but that doesn't sound right now I think about it. Where did Sahara go? So we can give them some more tickets. Weren't they around here? I thought they were just around here. Ah, here you are. Lotus Sea Place, of course, the ones that I said are my favourite. Let's make a trade. Snowskin. I want mysterious wallpaper. I don't know what snowskin is, to be perfectly honest. But it doesn't seem like a filling, it seems more like the outside. Fruit and vegetable. No, actually I have seen. I think I've seen like it wasn't apricot, but it was, maybe it was apricot, maybe it was peach, I can't remember. I've seen a fruit one. Which honestly they sound pretty good, but you know, I'm not sure if they'd be my favourite or not, because I've often said that like sweet fruit tastes are definitely my favourite. Other sweet tastes out of like chocolate, etc, other things like that. But I'm not sure if it'd be quite the same in a mooncake for me, you know. I feel like part of it is the sort of like a association I have with eating it when I was younger, and I've never had the fruit ones when I was younger. It's always the red bean paste, it's always the lotus seed. Sometimes it's the 5 kernels ones as well. The association's just not there, but there's nostalgia factor, you know. So I always say chocolate. Never seen that one before. Green tea. I have seen a green tea one before. I've already seen them for sale. Never tried them. Ice cream. I've never even heard of that one. Cream cheese. I've never even heard of that one as well. And also that surprises me because people in China, they're like lactose intolerance is very common in China, which is why there's not as many cheese-based and there's like no traditional Chinese meal or food item, I suppose, which has cheese in it. That took so long for that sentence to come out. I couldn't think how to phrase it. Yeah, I mean that's the reason why. It's because lactose intolerance is incredibly common in China. So milk is not that common an ingredient, as I understand it. Regional varieties of mooncakes in China. Here we go. The Cantonese ones is probably the most ubiquitously common one here in the West, unsurprisingly. Most of the Cantonese style ones are Cantonese style things are quite common in the West, and you know, probably due to past relationship between Britain and Hong Kong, I believe. So the Cantonese ones are definitely the ones which we find over here, but I've had the Beijing ones before as well. Let's see, Cantonese style mooncake makes Southeast China's Guangdong province. The ingredients used in fillings are various, Most used ingredients include lotus seed paste, melon seed paste, ham, chicken, duck, roast pork, mushrooms, egg and yolk. And egg, oh yeah, but egg yolk one. I didn't realise that was just for Cantonese one. Oh, I suppose most common in Cantonese styles. The Cantonese style mooncakes taste sweet, yeah, but the pastry part is surprisingly sweet, I suppose. Beijing. This style is a typical variation in northern China, originated in Beijing and Tianjin. It features the delicate use of sweetness and meticulous decoration. The common proportion of pastry and filling for Beijing style mooncake is 4 to 6. Okay. One, what a really random fact to tell us about here, I suppose. Iron garden chair. Oh, these are both really annoying to make. Iron garden chair, I suppose, is probably the easiest. Hold on, let's hit rocks first. One, what a really random fact to tell us here, because they haven't told us like anything about how to actually make a mooncake. Two, why 4 to 6 instead of 2 to 3? You know, if you're going to put these ratios down, please use the lowest common form. You know, divide through the factors on both sides. Okay, nitpicking over. It's not even much of a nitpick, it's just surprising. It's just a very strange thing, I suppose, to put down. Is that even true? 4 to 6? That doesn't sound right to me. Oh well, I don't know. Suzhou style mooncakes. Represents the Yangtze Delta region. For flaky pastry and generous allotment of sugar and lard. This is such weird phrasing. Okay, let's put this away. What else do we want to put away? Just this. Probably this wood as well. Okay, I assume for iron garden chair we just need a load of iron, which we have in spades. So we don't need to really worry about that sort of thing. They're both sweet and savoury. Chaoshan. I don't even know where Chaoshan is, to be honest. Style mooncakes. Okay, hold on. Let's first find the iron garden chair. So we can make it. I believe it's... Is it the green one? I think it's the green one, isn't it? It's this one. Iron garden chair. There we go. There's a region in Guangdong in southeast China where many Chinese in Malaysia, Singapore and Thailand come from. Ah, okay. Interesting. Didn't know about them. We'll put the stuff away. We'll sell the rest of the stuff we're holding. Mung bean paste, black bean and potato paste. I've never even heard of a potato mooncake. See, but the regional differences between mooncakes and takes on it is very interesting how different they can all be. I mean, I suppose there's... Oh, just randomly opened Windows Explorer. Similar things in other countries of different food items, but that's the sort of thing where I'm just like, oh, you know, isn't that cool? I've not tried a lot of them, but hey ho, mooncakes, very delicious. They also have very intricate patterns on the top, and I know they're probably made with a mould and that sort of thing, but you know, it's always very impressive, the things that appear on the top of them, I suppose. Oh, a flower! I have had a flower one before. Now I think about it, I've had like a rose field one. How was it? Was not bad. I'll say I don't actually mind the taste of rose. Like some people don't like the taste of flower stuff. I like flowers as their taste, to be honest. I think they're quite nice, you know. Rose, daisy. It certainly helps that I like drinking tea, floral teas as well. So you know, perhaps there's a bit of a contributing factor. I don't exactly know. Don't need to sell that yet. Sell this other stuff. Oh, you know what we should do for the rest of this? We should probably get our tickets ready. I don't know how many we have in our storage. We probably should have checked it, but I didn't. Let's go buy a tree, I suppose. Should have checked it, but I didn't. No, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about like floral mooncakes. I haven't had them all that commonly, but I quite like them. Oh yeah, a lot of people don't like them, but I think it helps that, like, I don't know, maybe it helps that I'm a deer. Sorry, terrible joke. I like to eat flowers and that sort of thing. But I like floral teas and that sort of thing. Mooncakes. Okay, mooncake recipe? There'll probably be some sort of Chinese website. You know, if anything, I should have searched this on Baidu. Baidu. And I actually can't remember what the pinyin is about. The Chinese Google search engine, I suppose. Essentially, to try and find out exactly a good recipe. Okay, preparing the dough. You need golden syrup, lye water, vegetable oil, and plain flour. That's actually way simpler than I thought it was. Golden syrup is an inverted sugar. An inverted sugar is a mix of two simple sugars, i.e. glucose and fructose. I had no idea that was a thing. You learn a little something every day. So we've only got 14 tickets, so we should probably get about 30, because if I remember rightly, 30, we don't use up all 30. I just want to check, because I feel like something in my mind told me we already got Phoebe's portrait. Or is it no, we only got Apollo's. Who knows? I've seen mooncake recipes use honey, not golden syrup. You use honey as a substitute. The purpose of golden syrup, it retains more moisture. It helps to reduce the rate of staling of starch. Fair enough. Vegetable oil, lye water, kansui. Hold on a minute. That's a Japanese name. Well, you know, they probably... It wouldn't surprise me if they celebrate Mooncake Day in Japan as well. I don't actually know if that's true or not, though. So don't hold me to that one. Oh, we didn't put anything away. What, are we silly? Indeed we are, it seems. My child, my dear sweet child, I am but a fool. Lye water darkens the colour of a pastry. Homemade lye water is like... Okay, lye water is like... alkaline water, right? So baking soda and water probably makes... Oh, it actually says it. Baking soda and water. Fair enough. Oh, you have to bake the baking soda and then add 4 portions of water to dissolve it. Fair enough. What does lye even mean? Lye just means alkaline, right? Hold on. Define lye. My chemistry teacher told me once, I don't remember. Lye is a metal hydroxide traditionally obtained by leaching wood ashes. Never mind. I just completely forgot. Chop wood, water plants. Oh no, we're going to print out stuff. Let's go print out some stuff. It's not going to take that long. We have enough time to water plants and chop wood, probably. What about the filling? Because red bean paste you can just buy, I suppose. Lotus paste. Definitely the best one. Make lotus paste filling. Make your own is the best. Okay, how do you make it though? Lotus paste is not available in every part of the world. You can use red bean paste to replace the lotus paste with traditional Cantonese mooncake available on Amazon. You sponsored? I'm not, by the way. You can't not be sponsored, Evan. You can't be sponsored, Evan, not tell us. That's illegal. I believe. Clean the salted egg. Oh, it's a salted egg. Which is why it probably doesn't taste as strange, I suppose. Like as I'd imagine most people imagining when I mentioned it. As just a straight up egg, I suppose. But still. Mooncakes, very tasty. Result, steam, wipe, bake. Oh, but this person actually experimented with different types of eggs. I also did see Binging or Babish. Well, it's not Binging or Babish. It's just got the same sort of thumbnail style as Binging or Babish. It's Joshua Weissman. Has Binging or Babish not made mooncakes? That seems like a perfect thing for him to cover. Now, I'm not going to comment on whether Binging or Babish is... He's probably not like the best chef in the world, but he's very entertaining. I just searched Binging or Babish without making mooncakes. No, it's Joshua Weissman. I really thought he would have made mooncakes, but hey, it seems like there's a lot of Chinese accounts who made mooncakes. I'm going to watch this one. By it's going to be kind of hard stuff for you to search. Xiao Gao Jie short, tall sisters. Magic ingredients. So washing them, put them in a pressure cooker, and cover for beans. Bring to a boiling heat. Wait, was she even cooking? What beans are these? Kidney beans. White kidney beans. What? You make red kidney bean paste from white kidney beans? Fry the beans, put in a blender? I feel like this is enlightening. Put in oil twice. What does that even mean? Twice? Or cooking it... Is this tofu? Oh, unsalted butter. Mixing it all together, made with flour. I just want to see how they make the shape. Does she make it by hand or does she got like a mold or something? What is this? A 50-gram cake mold. Okay, fair enough. So that's how we do it. Interesting if this cake mold kind of looks like a syringe. Like she makes a little ball of a thing first. Surround the filling when I guess shoves it into the cake mold and presses down. Or puts it on the baking tray and then presses down. Cool. I want one of those. They're very cute, these tiny mooncakes, and then of course you give it your own Egg yolk brushing over the top. Preheated oven. How lovely. That looks delicious. Sweet white bean paste. That's not red bean paste. Sweet. The taste is similar to red bean paste, but a little bit lighter. Fair enough. That's cool. Mooncakes, you know, snowy style. What's a snowy style mooncake? I'm learning about mooncakes now. You along with me. Snowy style mooncake. I don't even know what this is. With custard filling. What? What makes it different? What is snow skin mooncake made of? Rice flour. Oh, it's a rice flour mooncake. That makes perfect sense. So they must be very chewy. They have a slightly gooey, chewy texture that people across Asia and the world. Rice flour is a thing it's quite common, unsurprisingly, in Chinese sort of like foods. Most often for tang yuan. Sorry, not tang yuan. That's the Beijing accent coming through. Or yuan xiao. These look pretty cool. This person's like colorized them with like this purple. I don't know what this purple one is. I assume some sort of turnip coloring, and then the green one, which I assume has got to be green tea. And they've done this like mix. Sorry, I'm just on Google Images. Just Google search snow skin mooncake if you want to look at them. They look pretty cool. I really want some mooncakes now, to be honest. They're very tasty. If you've never had them before, absolutely do give them a little bit of a shot. And if you don't like them, fair enough. You know, perhaps just buy one. Like, what's crazy is the fact that if you've ever gone into a Chinese supermarket, you can see that they sell like 50 of them, like these massive boxes full of like all different types of mooncakes, or just the same one over and over again. They're very, very ornamental, very showy. Obviously they're meant to be like gift boxes, but they must be insanely expensive. Like if one of them is like £5, this box must be like £50 or something. Even like take into account like, you know, bulk purchase discounting sort of thing. It just must be an absolutely absurd amount of mooncakes or something to purchase, don't you think? I don't know. But you know, gifting gifts in China is very like to make very ornamental, very sort of fanciful designs when it comes to these boxes. So it's no surprise how they sort of go all out with these sort of things. But yeah, what else do you do on Mooncake Day, or the Mid-Autumn Festival as it's known? Like, the only other thing is that you're meant to like eat a meal, I think, and celebrate with your family, kind of. I guess it's meant to be like Thanksgiving. Obviously, if you're not in a position to do so, obviously there's no obligation. Do whatever, and you're meant to look at the moon and like appreciate it and its fullness or something, because it's like the first full moon in autumn or something. That's what decides what day it falls on, I think. Maybe not exactly that. It's actually probably to do with the Chinese calendar, now I think about it, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, you know, even if you're not Chinese, I cordially invite you to celebrate along in Mooncake Day in whatever way you see fit, whether it just be just looking at the moon, or, you know, eating a mooncake if you can get something on it. If you can't get your hands on a mooncake, yeah, maybe you can just eat a regular old cake and be like, yeah, close enough. It just reminds me of that tweet of being like, reminder, if you aren't like Chinese or been invited by a Chinese person, you're not allowed to celebrate Chinese New Year, which is a wild take in my eyes. And then just a Chinese person under it being like, on behalf, as a Chinese person, I cordially invite everyone to celebrate Chinese New Year when it comes around. You know, you can ask them. Like, I think that's a general consensus when it comes to China and their sort of holiday events. You know, love other people celebrating with us and that sort of thing. So yeah, go ahead, eat a mooncake. You know, look at the moon. Go wish people some happy Mid-Autumn festivals, and eat some mooncakes. I don't know if there's any other traditional food. That's kind of it. You know, you got to have respect for any holiday which just has one simple food that acts as a central food item for it, you know? It makes things significantly less complicated. I believe so. We've got 31. Slight miscalculation. But it's a perfect time to round off this episode, I think. So, that we shall do. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription shares have been greatly appreciated. Has my sound been this quiet this entire time? My apologies. You probably heard nothing from Animal Crossing this entire time, but still, if you have been watching, thank you for a bit late for me to discover it. Likes, comments, subscription shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Dan Discord. Follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we can see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.